The 7 foods that help you live to 100, backed by science. Hold on. Before you click away, answer this. What if I told you that people who live past 100 years old, centenarians in Okinawa, Sardinia, and Loma Linda, don't take fancy supplements or follow extreme diets? Instead, they eat 7 specific foods every single day. Foods so simple, you probably already have some in your kitchen right now. But here's the twist. Most people eat them wrong. Stay with me for the next 10 minutes, because by the end, you'll know exactly how to eat like the world's longest living people. And trust me, your future self will thank you. Why longevity foods matter. Let's get something straight. Longevity isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. It's about your brain staying sharp at 80, your heart staying strong at 90, your body feeling good instead of just existing. The foods we're about to cover, they're not magic, but they do 3 critical things. They fight inflammation, the silent killer behind most chronic diseases. They protect your cells from oxidative damage basically. They slow down cellular aging. And they support the organs that determine how you age, your heart, your brain, your gut. This isn't theory. This is data from the world's blue zones, places where people routinely live past 100. So let's dive in. Number 1. Extra virgin olive oil. And I'm talking about the real stuff, not that cheap processed oil sitting in a clear bottle under fluorescent lights at the grocery store. Extra virgin olive oil is the backbone of the Mediterranean diet, which is consistently ranked as one of the healthiest diets on the planet. Why? Because it's absolutely loaded with polyphenols, natural compounds that act like fire extinguishers for inflammation in your body. Here's what happens when you consume it regularly. Your arteries stay flexible. Your blood pressure stays in check. Your brain gets protected from cognitive decline. In fact, studies show that populations consuming olive oil daily have significantly lower rates of heart disease and Alzheimer's. But here's where people mess up. They cook with it at high heat. Don't. High heat destroys those precious polyphenols. Instead, drizzle it on roasted vegetables after cooking. Use it as a salad dressing. Dip your sourdough in it. Keep it simple, keep it raw, keep it daily. Pro tip: store it in a dark glass bottle away from heat and light. Olive oil is like a vampire. It hates sunlight. Superfood. Number 2. Blueberries. These little blue gems are not just tasty, they're one of the most antioxidant-rich foods on the entire planet. Here's what makes them special. They contain anthocyanins, a type of antioxidant that crosses the blood-brain barrier. Translation: these compounds literally enter your brain and protect your neurons from damage. And the research backs this up. Regular blueberry consumption is linked to improved memory, slower cognitive decline, and even a reduced risk of Parkinson's disease. One study found that older adults who ate blueberries daily showed measurable improvements in brain function within just 12 weeks. But here's the thing. You don't need to eat a mountain of them. A half cup to a cup a day is enough. Toss them in your morning smoothie. Sprinkle them on oatmeal. Eat them frozen. As a snack, they taste like candy, but they're actually protecting your brain. And no, blueberry muffins don't count. Sorry. Superfood. Number 3. Leafy greens. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, arugula, collard greens. These are the vegetables your mom was right about. Why do they matter so much? Because they're nutrient powerhouses. We're talking vitamin K for bone health, folate for DNA repair, magnesium for hundreds of enzymatic reactions in your body, and nitrates that improve blood flow and lower blood pressure. Here's a stat that should get your attention. One study followed over 50,000 people for 23 years and found that those who ate the most leafy greens had a 20% lower risk of death from all causes. 20% just from eating greens. And they support something critical for longevity: detoxification. Your liver uses compounds in leafy greens to neutralize and eliminate toxins. Think of them as your body's cleanup crew. How much do you need? Aim for at least 1 to 2 cups per day, cooked or raw. Sauté spinach with garlic. Blend kale into smoothies. Make a big salad with arugula and olive oil. Your cells will literally thank you. Here's a psychological trick. Make them visible. Keep pre-washed greens in clear containers at eye level in your fridge. If you see them, you'll eat them. Superfood. Number 4. Beans and lentils. Now, I know what you're thinking. Beans? Really? That's your big longevity secret? Yes. And here's why this matters. Beans are the single most consistent food across every blue zone on Earth. Okinawans eat soybeans, Sardinians eat fava beans and chickpeas. People in Loma Linda eat black beans and lentils. If there's one food that unites the world's longest living populations, it's legumes. What makes them so powerful? Three things: plant-based protein, fiber, and resistant starch. That combination stabilizes your blood sugar, feeds your gut bacteria, which is critical for longevity, and reduces chronic inflammation. And here's something fascinating. Your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your digestive system, plays a massive role in how you age. A healthy gut is linked to better immunity, improved mood, and even longevity. And guess what feeds those good bacteria? Fiber from beans. How to eat them? Add lentils to soups. Make hummus. Toss black beans into salads. Cook chickpeas with olive oil and spices. Aim for at least a half cup per day. Cooked. And if beans make you gassy? Start small. Your gut needs time to adapt. Within a week or two, your body adjusts. Number 5. Fatty fish. We're talking sardines, salmon, mackerel, anchovies, the oily fish that are absolutely loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 seconds are essential fats, meaning your body can't make them, you have to get them from food. And they're crucial for longevity. They reduce inflammation throughout your entire body. They keep your arteries flexible. They protect your brain from cognitive decline. They even support healthy skin as you age. Here's a powerful stat. People who eat fatty fish at least twice a week have a significantly lower risk of heart disease and stroke compared to those who don't. And in Japan, one of the longest living populations on Earth, fish is eaten daily. But here's the catch. Not all fish are created equal. Larger fish, like tuna and swordfish, accumulate more mercury. Stick with smaller, oily fish like sardines and mackerel. They're lower on the food chain, so they have less contamination. How to eat them? Grill salmon with lemon and herbs. Toss sardines on toast with olive oil. Add mackerel to salads. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week minimum. And if you hate fish, consider algae-based omega-3 supplements. But real food is always better. Superfood. Number 6. Nuts. Specifically, walnuts, almonds, and pistachios. Here's a stat that should make you pause. Eating just a small handful of nuts, about 1 ounce 5 or more times per week, is linked to a 20% reduction in mortality risk. That's from a 30-year Harvard study of over 100,000 people. What makes nuts so powerful? They're packed with healthy fats, antioxidants, magnesium, and vitamin E. Walnuts in particular are incredible for brain health, because they're high in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3. But here's where people go wrong. They eat too many. Nuts are calorie-dense. A handful, about 1 ounce or roughly 23 almonds, is all you need. More isn't better. How to eat them? Snack on a small handful mid-afternoon. Sprinkle chopped walnuts on salads. Blend almonds into smoothies. Keep a jar on your counter as a visual reminder. And here's a psychological hack. Pre-portion them into small containers or bags. If you eat straight from a giant bag, you'll overeat, guaranteed. Superfood. Number 7. Green tea. This is the beverage of choice in Okinawa, Japan, one of the world's top blue zones. Green tea is rich in catechins, especially one called EGCG, which is a powerful antioxidant. EGCG protects your cells from oxidative stress, supports metabolism, and may even help with fat loss. But here's what's fascinating. Green tea also contains L-theanine, an amino acid that promotes calm focus. That's why drinking green tea feels different from coffee. You get alertness without the jitters. And the research is compelling. Regular green tea drinkers have lower rates of heart disease, certain cancers, and cognitive decline. In Japan, drinking multiple cups per day is common among centenarians. How to drink it? Brew it properly. Don't use boiling water, or you'll destroy the catechins. Use water around 160–180 degrees Fahrenheit. Steep for 2–3 minutes. Drink it plain or with a little lemon. Skip the sugar. Aim for 2–3 cups per day. Make it a ritual. Your cells and your mind will thank you. Common mistakes people make. All right, Before we wrap up, let's talk about the 3 biggest mistakes people make with longevity foods. Because knowing what to eat is only half the battle. Mistake number 1. Eating these foods occasionally instead of daily. Longevity isn't built on perfection. It's built on consistency. You can't eat blueberries once a month and expect results. These foods work because of their cumulative effect over time. Mistake number 2. Using low-quality oils. That cheap olive oil, it's probably cut with other oils or rancid. Invest in real extra virgin olive oil. Look for dark glass bottles, a harvest date, and words like cold-pressed and unfiltered. Mistake number 3. Relying on supplements instead of real food. Supplements can help, but they're not a substitute. Whole foods contain fiber, synergistic compounds, and nutrients that work together in ways we don't fully understand yet. Pills can't replicate that, so eat the real stuff daily. Here's a simple longevity meal example you can follow. Okay, so what does a longevity meal actually look like in practice? Let me give you a simple example you can make tonight. Start with a big base of leafy greens, spinach or arugula. Drizzle extra virgin olive oil on top with a squeeze of lemon. Add a scoop of cooked lentils or chickpeas for protein and fiber. Top it with grilled salmon or sardines for omega-3 seconds. Toss in a handful of walnuts for crunch. And finish with a side of fresh blueberries. That's it. 7 longevity foods. 1 meal. No complicated recipes. No exotic ingredients. Just simple, powerful, science-backed nutrition. You could eat a version of this meal every single day and dramatically improve your odds of living longer and, more importantly, living better. Here's the truth. Longevity isn't complicated. It's not about expensive supplements or restrictive diets or biohacking your way to 100. It's about consistent, daily habits with foods that protect your heart, your brain, and your cells. So here's my challenge for you. Pick 1 food from this list, just 1, and commit to eating it every single day for the next 30 days. Comment below which one you're choosing. I want to hear from you. And if this video gave you value, hit that like button, subscribe for more science-backed health content, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because the best time to start eating for longevity was 20 years ago. The second best time, right now. Thanks for watching. Now go eat something good.